In 1993, the mighty Morphin Power Rangers captured the attentions of millions of kids across the globe. So you can imagine their excitement when just a year later, they were able to play as Trini, Billy, Jason, Kimberly, and Zach right in their own home. They ported this game everywhere. Genesis, SNES, Game Boy, Game Gear, and even Sega CD had one. Everybody loved the Power Rangers. Now in today's video, we'll complete the 7 levels of beat-em-up action with my and virtually everyone's childhood crush, Kimberly, the Pink Ranger. This game is such a wholesome walk down memory lane, and in my opinion, a decent enough game to walk through. The fighting is a little bit repetitive, but they do have a variance from level to level as far as climbing, wall jumping, and swimming, and it's always just fun to beat the tar out of bad guys. So let's get to work and make for Rita's Moon Palace. I can tell by her smug laugh that there's treachery afoot. It's Morphin Time! And we are back with another video after a 1-week break. Thank you all for checking this out. If you want to click that button, subscribe for me if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so that you know when we have a new video coming out. And today we are going through Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. God, just such a cultural phenomenon the Power Rangers were. And we're going to dive into the SNES port of this one. You see Rita and her moon tower up there in the sky in our little intro here. And this is just great, like, youth fun. You've got your options of all your player select that you're going to pick. Now, obviously, I am going to be loyal to the one and only Kimberly. She is the heartthrob of so many from that era and our childhood crush that we can all unite around. So, Amy Jo Johnson, this one's for you. And just straight beat-em-up SNES game, walking through this one. First level is very, very straightforward, pretty simple. The enemies are pretty easy to get through. Oh, I already took a shot there. So the basic maneuvers you have in this game, you've got your basic attack, which are with the Y button. You can string together for a 4-move combo when you're in Kimberly's form here. Or if you get real close to an enemy like you just saw there, you can do like a hip toss and throw them off to the side. Now, you do have to watch out. You can duck and deliver some attacks from down low if you need to. These purple guys take a 4-move combo to be eliminated, and then you're just kind of moving along. It's just straight left and right. There's no moving up and down on the street like you would in like a Final Fight or Streets of Rage or anything like that. Just a very simple game to walk through, and just kind of, she moves along. The graphics are really moves along real smooth. The graphics are pretty nice, and the music, I mean, it's got the Power Ranger vibe to it. So an enjoyable one to play through nonetheless. You get a decent amount of game for your buck with this one as well. You got 7 levels worth of beat-em-up action, as well as transforming into the Megazord later on. So I'm just going to clear out these gray guys here. You do have a drop kick maneuver, or you have a jumping maneuver if you need to. Now, the basic structure of this one, you're going to get through each level. In the beginning part, you're going to go through as the individual, and then as you get about halfway through, they're going to reveal to you the boss. So in this case, our first boss we're going to be facing in this level is Bones, and then you're going to morph into the Power Ranger of your choice. And now I've got myself a weapon upgrade. So I have the Pink Ranger's bow, and as you can see, it can be used to extend my attack, like my melee attack there. Still have that 4-move combo, but I can also use a ranged attack if I hold up on the D-pad and use attack as well. So it's a little bit weaker, but a little bit of versatility with that attack. But this first level, really straightforward. Single attacks tend to take out these enemies pretty easily. A couple of combos that you have to use on the purple enemies that come through, but really no great shakes. Really, the technique here, like it's been in any beat-em-up game, like I think we did with Final Fight as well, is just be conscious. Oh, we got ourselves a bomb there. Just be conscious of trying to keep one side clear. You always want to fight enemies that are always, in front of you. You don't want to get sandwiched side to side. And keeping these enemies cleared out timely is a good way to avoid getting sandwiched. So, just really make the commitment to clearing one side in any chance that you can. Look at me, I'm playing a little volleyball here with these guys. So, all right, now this game, as I'm going through this game and kind of walking through it, when there's not much to say, I actually think I'm going to change things up a little bit from prior videos. I'm actually just going to give you guys a little update on the channel as we're ripping through this too. So we have now completed, this is going to be our 26th total walkthrough. We have done 20 NES games, and we have done now this being our 6th SNES game. And just a little preview for what lies ahead. My goal here is to get through a batch of 10. Oh, good health there. Our goal here is going to be to get through 10 SNES games, and then just like I did for the NES titles, I'm going to put together my first video that ranks these SNES games from best to worst, or from worst to best, however you watch it. So that is what you've got coming up in the next month and a half or so, is that we're going to get through the first batch of 10 SNES games, and then we will rank those and build our ranking videos. There's a little preview of that range attack that I told you about holding up and B. So I'll give you the rankings of these games, all the ones that you've seen in this batch of SNES games going back to Final Fight. We did Bart's Nightmare. We did Power Rangers we're doing now. We did X-Men Mutant Apocalypse a couple of weeks ago. So all of these games, if you want to know what I think of them and how well they're received by me, you can look out for that ranking video coming up after we finish our 10 SNES games. Oh, look at this guy. This guy really pretty basic, doesn't do a whole lot. Just keep the combo attack on him if you can. He'll break apart and then he comes back with no arms, which is, he drove a car with no arms. All right, I made that part up, but the rest was true. Sorry, big Seinfeld reference there for me. And this guy, he's just going to kind of bound around. Enough combos and he's going to go away, and then his head just kind of starts floating around, and just a couple of jumping attacks with the bow, and that should take him out in like 5 or 6 shots. There we go. And he is out of here. So level 1 is done. But all of that to say, keep an eye out, and would love to have you guys go through and see how I rank these, comment on those videos. Now, we've done 20 of those already for the NES titles that we finished. After I finish this batch of 10 SNES titles, rank them, I'm going to go back to the NES, and we're going to do another 10, bringing our total list of games completed to 30, and then I plan to get into the Sega Genesis. So just a little preview there of what you can expect coming up on the channel as we enter Area 2 here. A little bit more variety now. You got to worry about things dropping out of the trees. So you're going to want to stage your attacks here a little bit differently. Like always trying to take out, the colors of these enemies are going to be what indicate how many attacks they're going to survive. These gray ones just take 1 shot. So just kind of plan, budget your time appropriately. They can also catch some friendly fire from those things, as you saw. They can get hit in the back of the leg there. So these brown ones just take 3 shots, it looks like, or 2 or 3, but they're going to come in with a drop kick on you if you don't watch it. Oh, a couple of hip tosses there. Look at her. Oh, you're the best, Pink Ranger. The best, Kimberly. And making our way over to the right, couple of purples now, so we know we got combos. And you see, you just want to, you really got to be aware of what's behind you as you're creeping up on any of this. All right, we got a couple of shield guys now. I'm just going to get low because we got these barrels that are going to come at us, so repeated kicks down low seem to be a decent strategy at this part. You don't have to, stand up and then have to duck down. They also attack high, so just ducking down if you can get close is going to give you enough buffer there so you don't take damage. And then if we advance here, we got health coming up maybe pretty soon. A couple of easy one-shot guys here. Oh, more barrels coming at us. All right, we did lose a little bit of health there. See if we can work our way in. Sometimes when I'm working that combo, I will push forward as well so that I can get that hip toss as well in case I need to clear out one side of the screen. I do love it when they're all on one side. It makes life a lot easier. Just get them all on one side. Beautiful. Like bowling pins, I say. Knock them down. Get out of the way. Oh, crap. That was silly. I tried to get out of the way from that barrel. Get down. Okay, good. Yeah, I gotta get... Oh, that was pretty slick. Getting low to make sure I got rid of that barrel before it took me out. Okay. It's got to be close to the end of the Kimberly section of stage 2 here. We've been fighting a lot of enemies here. The throw also does knock down additional enemies, so keep that in mind as well. The combo will not do that, but a throw will. So if you need to clear out one side, get a knockdown so you can buy yourself some time. Pushing forward on that combo is a good way to get these enemies out of the way. You see as I kind of push forward during that combo, still while spamming on the attack button, but she inches forward before she can get a throw off. All right, and there's a preview of our second boss now. We are going to morph into the Pink Ranger once again, giving us full health as well as the new or the bow again that we can use as a melee or a ranged weapon if we want. And it's just great. I mean, the extended range on this thing is just great. And then a couple of ranged attacks if they're far off the screen, just to whittle them down if I want to. Really easy to keep the enemies at bay when you've got the extended range here of this weapon. Oh, look at that! Underneath my arrow, and then a drop kick on me. That was pretty slick. Gotta tip my hat to that one. All right, and now moving into the second section of Area 2. A couple of simple one-shotters, and now the purple guy's creeping in on me. Getting low, too, is kind of a nice little way to string combos together. She doesn't move anywhere when she kind of rolls. And now you got to work your way up here. So adding a little bit of variety. You're going to hit up on the D-pad in order to grab onto those bars, and then you're just going to want to wait and then press up again when you want to vault on top of the next platform there. So climb up those little areas there so that you can get to this conveyor belt now. It's starting to get a little bit trickier to navigate enemies coming from both sides. Now you've got some falling, flaming debris, so just be aware of that and don't rush into that too quickly. You do have a decent amount of life in this game too, so life really shouldn't be too much of an issue as you're going through this. It's not, you know, having played through this before, it's not really the toughest game. It doesn't take too long to get to a point where you're you know, kind of proficient at this, except I'm saying all this as I'm just taking damage after damage from this falling debris. But, I mean, truly, most of these areas you can kind of get into a nice rhythm and finish these up without taking too much damage. And then we're going to work our way back down, and from this side you can just kind of walk along the platforms if you want to. Down and B allows you to jump lower, and then we'll just kind of work one side or the other. These shielded enemies, these definitely take the most damage out of all of them. I think it's like 12 shots total. And now that we've worked through that, we give ourselves a power-up, which we need desperately. I think it's coming up in the next bin here. Maybe some health. Yes, beautiful. Get our health back restored, almost to full. Now, the nice thing, too, with health, even if it's full, it can extend beyond that. Much like you get like a boss in an SNES game where they have like 10 bars of health that you have to whittle down and they're all different colors. You can get the same thing for your Power Ranger as well. So that's kind of nice that the health doesn't just go to full. The health you start with is actually like 50% capacity or something like that, or 60% capacity of your entire life meter. And as you can see, very much like Batman, you can wall jump off the side if you want to, so you can get up here to grab an extra power-up if we want. I was just seeing... Can I do... I can't really wall jump up there. I thought maybe I could go through the platform. Okay, so we got to work our way over to the right. These things can't be killed. You just got to wait until it clears out. And then up you go. Kind of get into the rhythm of how you got to jump up these things. And then wall jump off the left there to grab the high platform, and we're moving on through. One more conveyor belt to deal with. Also got to worry about these like robotic things from the sky that are dropping things on you. And you can get it from... Oh, I can get it from the ground. I thought I had to jump up one more platform from there. Okay, well, clearing out more of these losers. And moving on. Got to be closing in pretty close on the boss here. Oh, we do have to worry about flames from this pipe. I don't like that at all. The more you can clear out... Oh, shoot, I got sandwiched here. This is no good. The more you can clear out enemies from the... like right in the middle here, threading between those flames, the better. If you can just kind of duck down and keep yourself alive there. Okay, and I believe we're climbing up one more time. We've got some platforms to rise up. So we can take out some of these other enemies. There's no wall jump there. Just gotta wait for the platform to come down for us. Oh, it looks like timing-wise I'm not gonna make it. No, I didn't make it. I tried. Ah, jeez. I gotta wait for a whole nother rotation here. Wait until I'm down a little bit. There we go. And a nice series of platforms to work your way around. The patented video game platforms that rise, fall, move left and right in perfect timing. Love those platform jumps. Classic video game move. Now we've got ones with swinging ball and chain with maces that are going to attack you. Just a 4-move combo will take care of them. And then we've got ourselves another power-up that we can grab here, I believe. Oh, no, there's not here. Just another set of baddies to worry about. But that combo, as you see, makes quick work of every enemy that comes to us in this area. Not too much to worry about other than just spamming left and right. Is this where I get a power-up? Okay, got my health here. Beautiful. And we're back to full with even a little extra. We've got to be closing in now on the boss. Okay, so the strategy for the boss of Area 2, I like to get over to this platform right here on the top right, not the highest one on the right, but just in the second spot there. So he's going to randomly just appear, either left or right, and as soon as he appears on your right, just start swinging right, and you can get 3 shots off before he disappears. if you're quick about it and if you can react quickly, he's never going to get a shot off. All you're going to do is continue to turn the direction that he appears in, and you're going to swing 3 shots, and you'll just whittle down his power this way. Even if he appears right on top of you, just like that, you can get 3 shots off just from, right away. And as soon as he disappears, he starts his pattern again. Now, it's going to change slowly. He goes from disappearing and reappearing to this sort of pattern where he looks like he's a glitched out, I don't know. He's a glitched out something. And then he pulls out what appears to be an accordion or a Chinese finger trap. I have no idea. This is a very odd enemy. Apparently, this whole game is based on Season 1 of the Power Rangers. So if I am missing who this is, what that weapon is, why he looks like sort of a sad janitor, let me know. I used my bomb here that I had saved up just to make sure that I got the most damage for when he appeared, and that seemed to do him in. You can use that with the X button, and I get my password, and Area 2 is clear. So we are 2 levels through now on Power Rangers and getting ready to move on to the next area. Of course, we stay with Kimberly. Kimberly is our ride or die. If you wanna move off of Kimberly at this point, you turn the walkthrough off right now and just don't even bother, okay? Because we don't need non-Kimberly loyalists to sit here and talk about the merits of any other Power Ranger, okay? It is Pink Ranger or bust on this channel. And you heard me right. I said it, and I will say it again. All right, now you've got a couple of different platforms that you can work off of. I like to duck here and just kind of stay under these attacks, but then you've got these like electrified bits of debris that show up. I don't know, it's weird. You can just clear them with one kick. And then you've got spiders literally as large as your torso that you have to worry about. So, nice little move there to get everybody on the right. That was kind of slick. And clear out this debris. Oh, they're dropping down from that chute. So, all right, not my best work. I probably could have stayed to the left there to keep everything in front of me. Okay, ooh, double clear the spider there, and then we can run underneath. Now we got no jump attack that we can use, so I'm just going to duck down, stay out of harm's way, because they like to, the purple enemies attack up high. And we'll clear them out. Spiders, just hit them with a back fist. I mean, I've back fisted. That sounds terrible. I would give a spinning back fist to a spider in my house. Maybe that's the way I need to start clearing them out from now on. When my son or my wife is like, hey, there's a spider in here. Could you imagine the horrified look on their faces if I just clear it out with a spinning back fist and then just like go make a sandwich? That would be good. That would be a very intimidating way to clear out spiders from my home. I'm going to take a lesson from the Pink Ranger here, I think. Look at that. She just gets like, she flings the jab out there, just a couple of big smacks, and then out they go. They don't even know what hit them. All right. Ooh, took that shot from up top here. You do have to watch out for these like drill things. Oh, that's no good either. The drill type things are just going to drop on top of you if you're not quick. Okay, we got the throw there. One more of these. A little bit annoying in this section here. They're kind of avoiding me a little more than I anticipated they would. Okay, cleared that out, and yeah, let's get rid of this dork here. Moving on to the next section. Oh, I don't like that. Just moving close. I think it's 4, 5, 6 kicks maybe for the purple enemies. Okay, got to work one side here as this drill enemy comes through. Oh, that stinks. All right, let's get a throw, get them knocked down, maybe work to the right, and then, oh, got to throw them, get out of here. Come on, give me another shot. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to kind of push through. If I push, forward when that's coming at me from the right, I can just kind of avoid it. Once you've cleared that section, we are now at the midway point of level 3, and we have this giant being of eyeballs that we have to worry about. If it's not painfully apparent that I have not watched Season 1 of Power Rangers in a long time to remember the names of these enemies, yeah, that's true. I don't remember any of them. All I really remember at that stage was that I wanted to hang out with them all the time. That was really what I remember. I also remember thinking that the enemies really had to wait a long time for them to morph, because they all had to go through their like morphing time, it's morphing time, power activation, all that stuff. Anyway, side note. All right, don't move backwards here. You'll run into the spiky board, which of course is a terrible thing to have to face. And then you can murder that thing as soon as you get out of the tunnel. One more jump. Oh yeah, you cannot kill these things. They just shoot out what appears to be steam from a valve. I don't know. Nobody looking at it. Terrible infrastructure in this base. You can clear out the spike board guy again, and then we've got lasers, we've got blazers. Get out of the way so they don't drop on you, and you can just avoid that thing. And just wait for your timing before you can pass through that area. Jump and clear that enemy. And I think we are pushing very close to the end here. Oh, I think, is this our platform that rises up? It might be. Got to clear out these enemies first, and then I believe we might have a wonderful ride up, down, somewhere. Oh, no, we've got the floor falling out, and we are falling to our death, potentially? No, we're falling into a giant pool of water. Eventually, the water level will drop, and then you can stand on dry ground, but when you are swimming, you cannot attack. So what I like to do is actually just stay on the bottom. That will keep you under the attacks of these purple guys until you are standing on dry ground, and then you can just hit them both with your combo there. Eventually, though, I believe we're going to have to swim through some more obstacles and areas that we're not ready for. Okay, but not at this part just yet. Okay, the water level rises. You can clear out this barrier here, and then we're swimming off to the right. I definitely want to wait for this health before I move anywhere. And then, now that I've got that, now we're going to do our wall jumping routine. Super Metroid or Batman, whatever you prefer, the wall jump climb is always a very aesthetically pleasing maneuver, and we are going to pull this off here. So a couple of wall jumps back and forth, get yourself up to the final platform on top. Just don't take any stupid damage from these little steam valves, and we can get ourselves over all the way to the top. One more of these to climb through. A little bit more tricky, and I do appreciate this level, the level design here being a little bit different than just straight running through and fighting everybody. I mean, there is the break, obviously, for fighting, but I like the navigating the level a little bit differently there. And normally, you would be through to the next, to the boss here, but we've got another section we have to clear, and this is where the swimming comes more into play. I'm going to just avoid this guy behind me. I don't need to engage with him. And then I'm going to work my way up on this side. Is there something I need? No, I thought there was something I needed up here. Never mind. Oh, and then I'm going to take damage for no reason. Make sure to do that if you want to make this game a lot of fun. We got plenty of health, though. No worries here. Okay, up and around this spinny, spiky thing. No worries about oxygen for these Power Rangers. They are, in fact, amphibious, it seems, with their suits on, which, of course, is cool. Hang on a second. Bear with me just a second. Okay. Sorry. Had to shut my phone off. Okay. So we have, yep, more enemies now. Finally, some dry land, so we don't have to worry about swimming through these, and we can just knock down these purple dorks. If you get onto the top section here, you won't ever be submerged in the water, so you can just continue attacking, and then you're going to work your way down with the water level, and now you got to go through these spinny things, so we're just going to wait for just a moment. Kind of a cool animation when you're just treading water there. Able to do it with just their legs, no need for the hands at all. And then when you get to this point, don't press up or down, just move right as soon as you can. Thread your way through there. We can go underneath this this thing here. Now, I want to wait here because I think there's a thing here that I can get. Wall jump. Boom! Get myself a bomb. Gotta love that. And now when it moves up, we can get one more time to swim through these things. There we go. Move it right. And I think we're through the last of the dangerous things. Let's grab one. Ooh, we got another power up here. Hopefully this is health. Bring us to full. Yep, it was. Look at that. Purple health bar. You can tell that's serious. Ooh, not down here. We gotta wait for the water to go back up, and then we are on the final platform, I believe. Yep, gotta clear us through here, get up to the top. Well, we gotta wait for the water, and then get up to the top and push, and then you're out of here. So that's the swimming part. Kind of fun, a little bit different, and now we are up to the giant eyeball pile of goo. Really, ooh, I like starting off with this. So he's going to shoot his eyeballs out at you at different, different depths. Just kind of move in and out and avoid it. Man, he is doing that a lot. Lasers come out of the big eye there. I'm not really worried about getting hit. I am just going to spam attacks here. You can jump over his eye laser if he fires it, but man, I've got him in a nice little, I've kind of got him in a nice little rhythm here. Oh man, well, yeah, let's use the bomb. Let's go ahead and do as much damage as we can with that. The pterodactyl, that will certainly damage him a bit there. All right, we still have a full slate of health. Okay, was that enough? Is he out? Oh, we have the floating eyeball left. Very much reminiscent of Link to the Past, the number 5 boss? Palace number 6 in the Dark World, I think. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, the eyeball that you have to worry. Or maybe it's 2. Maybe it's Dark Palace 2. And never mind. Link to the Past. Dark Palace 2. Yeah, it's the eyeball that you got to hit with the hook shot and bring back. Anyway, jump around. Enough hits with the bow is going to take him out. 3 cool backflips just because, and we have cleared Area 3. They're not difficult levels necessarily, but they are longer, and you have to work your. It's not insignificant the amount of time these levels take. So, all right, but we are 3 for 3 with Kimberly, so no need to change it up now. We're sticking with the girl we brought to the dance, and we are now into Area 4. So, working our way through now. Enemies are going to get a little bit tougher. They're going to jump back a little bit on us. They're going to change their level of attack when they get close to us. The colors are going to determine that a lot, so just glean what you can. These dark green ones take a few shots and then jump backwards. We do have to watch out now. Some guys dropping out of the ceiling, for crying out loud. It's like a Paul Blart Mall Cop, Power Rangers style. You're welcome for that reference, by the way. I'm one of the 6 people that saw Paul Blart Mall Cop, and I'm one of the 1 people that actually found it fairly enjoyable because of how stupid it was. All right, now you got to worry about contending with this laser thing from on top. Just kind of move left and right, but you can most of the time keep everybody to one side of you. The ducking attacks will kind of allow you to string them together. 1 combo and we take out the door. Chandelier will fall, just move under, let it fall, and then get out of the way. Don't want to take extra damage there if we don't have to. Now we've got a lot to contend with. I actually tend to find ducking here, so the purple guys will sometimes duck to your level to attack you, as you saw there, but I find ducking here just allows me to be a little bit more in control of the pace, because doing a combo, that large roundhouse you do at the end, can sometimes leave you vulnerable. Ooh, big turkey leg. You gotta love the turkey leg. That is something I definitely needed. Okay, got ourselves full health now. Full plus, I should say. And now we'll take out these jumping lunatics here. Come on, just stay here so I can kill you, please. All right. 1 more chandelier, get that drop down. Okay, everyone's going to be coming from the left-hand side. Gotta love that. Keep them all on one side and just string together attacks. Taking out these... I talked too soon. Got stabbed right in the face. Hate it how that happens when you're talking too soon and get stabbed right in the face. If I had a nickel. Okay, a couple of different planes now. You got to work up the stairs here, so do be careful of where their attacks come from and what you can sustain. I'm not doing a good job here. I got to get down low. Okay, there we go. Throw to clear that enemy out, and now we're moving to the right. Same thing on this side now. We've got stairs to the left, so just be aware of the different planes of attack here. Watch out for our jumper. Okay, jumpers on each side. 1 more shot. Get him out of here. This one. Yep, him. Gone. You? Gone? All right. Okay, now up to the brown ones. They need a full combo to get out of here. Oh, they're very irritating with where they, how they retreat when you're attacking them. Okay, a couple of green. I don't like the jumping, retreating ones. Ooh, knife thrower. You've got to duck down over those, okay? So close the distance on the brown ones as quickly as you can so that they don't attack from long range on you. All right, a couple of ducking kicks there by Kimberly, and we have moved through the section where she is just a paltry human being. A preview of our next boss, which is some sort of wolf pirate. Again, I apologize for just butchering literally every boss in this game, but you can tell me in the comments what the actual names are if you want. I'm sure I could look them up myself, but I think kind of my first takeaway of wolf pirate's a pretty good one. I don't know, just my thought. Moving on to the next section. Now, this is where we have our elevator that we have to ascend. So it's going to move us up up the rails here, and you're going to have to watch out for these electrified nodes and things that are just kind of, firing away. You can clear the enemies on the sides. If they, fall down kind of on top of you, just move to the side, slide to the side. Really just a game of avoiding those electrical things for a little while. Do watch out for that. Laser coming in at you. There we go. And just stay frosty and you should be fine to clear it out. Now, one thing you see here, the platform is starting to get destroyed. You will need to jump up here very soon when we get to the top. Yes, right there. Grab on top of that platform. If you don't, the platform falls and you die. So don't do that. And now you can start to ascend these platforms as well. And there's a health restore in case you need it. So, we are definitely trapped there. Got to work our way over to the right. Wall jump up. Ooh, that was kind of slick. This is my Batman days. My Batman prep is helping with how I cleared those wall jumps. Okay, take out the laser there, and now we are just ascending this chamber here. So no real hurry. Take your time. Don't need to take that out at all. Do a little wall jump to get up here. We got one more wall jump to worry about getting up here. Can't quite reach from there. So after he jumps, just do another jump immediately when you land on the platform to drop kick the shooter, and that should take him out. All right, we're getting close to the top here, and I believe we have ascended all the way to the top. So there's the first section completed as the ranger portion, and now we've got our second section that we've got to clear. A little bit more fighting here. Now we've got enemies that are coming in with incredibly strong shoulder and deltoid muscles, just moving along the monkey bars here. So it's not just reserved for Power Rangers. It's accessible to anyone that has the upper arm strength to carry their body weight. You've got falling beams here. This is definitely a government-run project, as you can see, because building materials just continue to cascade down from the sky with really no oversight at all. And then you can drop down, grab yourself a bomb here, and don't move too far forward so you can still hop back onto that beam. And now we can't, I can't get up there. Shoot, I should have gone up there and just gone along, because I'd rather not jump on these platforms if I don't have to. Easier to just crawl along, or climb along, I should say. Okay, a couple more combo-worthy enemies here. Let's get going. Okay, one more of those to clear out. Now we got ourselves some new health. Let's go. Turning our health bar purple. And just be, slow and deliberate over those platforms that are floating around. All right, these guys are just annoying. It's going to shoot, this guy, I should say. It's going to shoot a 3-way projectile there. That's going to just going to move up and down depending on whether they're above or below you. So every time it stops, just, I didn't listen to my own advice. Every time it stops, just kind of clear out, see if you can get to the left or the right of where that is coming from so that you can avoid those shots. I'm just waiting for it to come back up. It's really hanging down there for a while, isn't it? Come on. Come on up. Hey, come on, stupid. I don't want to use a bomb on this thing. Bomb's too powerful. Jeez, I have not seen it last this long down there. Let's go. There we go. Finally up where I can attack the thing. All right. You just got to be patient with this. There's really no rushing it along. Just got to hope that you can get shots on it when it makes itself available. And do a really good job of trying to avoid all that stuff. There we go. Finally gets rid of that enemy, and now we've got one more of those laser shooters. Just stay quick here. The more that you can push and attack, you're not going to take any shots from those machines that are set up to get you. Okay, second area cleared, and now we are at the boss. It is Wolf Pirate time. And he's going to have a series of attacks. So the fireballs drop down in columns. The knives come at you at like an angled approach. So the fireballs you want to get in between. The knives come at you at like an angled approach, like you see here. And then he's got one more where he attacks horizontally across the screen. But if you can stay in the middle beam here, just kind of left and right, and just react as quick as you can, as soon as he appears, get a combo off, and you're not even going to have to deal with any of those attacks. Typically what he relies on is you having to avoid the attacks, but if you can get into a good rhythm on that middle beam, you won't even have to worry about those attacks if you can attack quickly enough. So 4 areas are now down. We've only got one more area to complete as Kimberly, and then we get to transform into Megazord. So also a very exciting part of this game, but we are now in the underground caves. So Kimberly has one more mission to clear out for us here. A couple of one-shot enemies, no problem. Look at that weird stalactite goo in the background. Pretty cool coloring that they have back there. Throwing knives in a cave. This is just what we were brought up on as kids. This is peak television entertainment. One more knife throw, no problem. These guys throw a perfectly gravity-defying knife. Zero arc on this. Physics just does not affect it in any way. Got to appreciate that. The technology that these evil henchmen have at their fingertips is astounding, frankly. Okay, a couple of jumping guys, 3 shots and then they back up. 3 shots, 3 shots. Let's go. Moving it along here. Okay. Really cool. I do like the background here quite a lot. The color distinction is really neat. Okay, we got swords now that we got to worry about. I'm just going to get low and just keep on attacking. with the kick if I can. I don't know. It looks like they slash high to low, so I don't know if you're safe on either level when you're in close. Just got to spam with attacks. Grab our turkey leg. We all know that one of the staples of any retro game is that there will be a fully cooked meat in some sort of crate that will restore all of your health. And we just witnessed that again today. So thank you, fully cooked crate meat. We are very blessed to have you in our SNES lives. Okay, a couple more of these to worry about. Just pushing again. I mean, you've seen it time and time again, but push to one side, clear out, knock down an enemy, push back to the other side. You can get into a nice rhythm of doing this so that you're never surrounded on either side. And if you do get surrounded, you can use a bomb if you have one, but you really just have to focus on one side if you find yourself in trouble. All right, working back to the left here, knock down, get down. Yep, maybe a throw here so that I can get some space. That's good. Gives me a little bit more room. Okay, a couple of kicks. Haha, gotcha. Groin kicks are the universal playing field leveler, and I have used them many a time here with Kimberly. All right, now we got a cool looking ninja dude that's going to be our boss. I am not as excited about this. He looks like he can handle a sword, and I'm a little nervous about what we have to come to expect. Just got a sword slash right down my back. All I did was say, ow, that really hurt. I mean, who throws a shoe? Honestly. All right, a couple of combos. Clear out that area, and let's move to the first ranger section. Still down in the cave, more enemies to get through, but an extended range now for our melee attacks with this bow. Do watch out, I believe there's some barrels. Yeah, the barrels that come down through here, so you will have to clear those out so you don't take needless damage. But we still have lots of life here. No worries on that front right now. And we can continue to push up here, kind of hang out maybe. Oh, yeah, I knew I was going to get hit there. Bad timing. Okay, a couple of shots there on these jumping fellas. There we go. And clear all the way to the very lowest level of this cave. Oh, we can throw that barrel if we want to. That's a nice little feature. As you can see, though, as I said in the intro, and, you know, it is a little bit repetitive, certainly. The fighting is a little bit repetitive. It's got some variance in the levels in terms of the design, the graphics. You know, you climb in some areas, you swim in some areas, but overall the fighting scenes when you stop and just have to attack guys from either side of you is very, very static. The difference, I will say, though, oh yeah, very important here, it's going to just drop lasers from either side. You got to just thread yourself between them. The important part here, though, is that I don't think they leaned in to this game being too long. If they had done 2 more levels where the fighting style was just like this, I probably would have enjoyed this a lot less. At this point in the game, I'm kind of saying, all right, I've had enough of this fight style. Like, I'm really just in it right now to get through this level. Make sure to duck under the bullets there. Get through this level and get through the game. Like, if they did another 2 or 3 levels of this, I'd be very tired of this game by now. I'm right at my peak now. So I do think, at least, with the next 2 levels varying the fighting style, it does add to the enjoyment of the game. All right, we're pressing on now, very close to the end here. Let's clear out the last wave of bad guys we have. A couple of jumpers. Okay, slash them through. Easy enough to get through that first section as the ranger. Okay, and now we are in like the control center here. So a lot more difficulty going to be ramped up here. You have more enemies to clear, and you've got to worry about these laser things dropping from top and bottom. It is not the easiest. If you hang out just by that like taller cabinet-looking thing in the background, that's where you can go to be safe from these lasers dropping from the ceiling at you. So, at least in that first section. I don't know if it's every section. But you can kind of take note of where I like to drop in or sit when those things are coming, raining down fire from above. And then push right against the wall if you can to stay out of the range of this laser. And then I don't listen to my own advice because I just jumped out of there. But it's going to vary its plane of attack on you, and then if you just get pushed right against the door, you don't have to worry about it. Now we've got another set of bad guys here that we've got to stop for. 4 of them? Something like that. Slowly but surely clear out this entire control center, which is full of a very, ergonomically unsafe office chairs. Those are the most basic of the basic office chairs. The amount that this organization is going to pay for scoliosis interventions is far too high. It's just not cost efficient. the classic elevator in the bad guy henchman area, and now we have moved up to where we have a huge freaking laser that is going to start to murder us, and it is it's indicated with a sound that you get right before it starts firing, so you have to make your way very carefully through this section. If you can grab these platforms and work your way up, and just sit up here while it is charging and firing, as soon as it starts to reduce and shrink is when you're safe to jump down. So even if you go through the beam, as long as you're going through it when it's on its way out, you're fine. I'm going to hang here in the pit, I think. I could go up probably one more, but I'm just going to duck underneath. It'll clear out all the bad guys that try to attack you in that space. Okay, can jump up now that it's dwindling out. Just past these guys. And then you get to the very end, and this is where you can actually take out the thing here. So just duck down the whole time, and you should be safe to just unleash combos on it until it is destroyed. This giant frickin' laser beam to take you out. And we are now moving very close to the end of this section. We've got one more set of bad guys to worry about. Just negotiate that laser cannon thing from above. If you push all the way to the left, you're going to be safe, but don't rush through there. One combo takes out the door, and you're out of there. I think we're right up against the end now, where we're going to enter fighting the boss, which will be a good thing. We're still on our first life, too. We're doing pretty well here. Okay, boss battle time. We are in the final control room, and we've got a green sword-wielding ninja. Now, there's really not much to this guy, though. He's going to disappear and use that smoke thing. Now, when he jumps like that, he drops a bomb right on top of you. As long as you push towards him when he jumps, you can get right out from underneath him, and then your combo attack is going to just take him out. So it's really just about patience. He will sometimes disappear one side or the other, but as long as you push toward him when he jumps, you'll move right out of the way of that bomb he tries to drop on you, and enough combos and you're going to take him out. Whoa, I got very lucky there because he kind of changed his direction of where he was going. Now, I try not to hit him when he actually just falls out of the air. I try to hit him right when he hits the ground so I can get a full combo off. And that's going to help you. Instead of just getting one shot, you'll get the full 4 from your combo if you can time your attack to when he hits the ground itself. Then he's going to start this, like, wrangling you up with this, like, chain sickle thing. As he spins it around, just keep your proximity to him. He's really simple. I mean, he doesn't vary his attack very much. As long as you can avoid that bomb from him, just repeated combos, and he is out of here. So, easy peasy. And the final level of Power Ranger Beat 'em Up is done. So now we just have ourselves 2 more Megazord levels, and we are through this one. Okay? So, now you get a cool graphic, a cool cutscene where the Power Rangers are going to activate their powers one at a time and turn you into Megazord. This was always a really, really cool part of the show. I did appreciate that, like, they all turn into these, basically it's like Transformers on steroids, and they all turn into these spirits. I mean, dinosaurs, come on, that's every 7-year-old kid's dream as well. They're so into dinosaurs at that point in their life. So very, very cool to see all these guys embody the spirit of a dinosaur, turn into a giant dinosaur robot Megazord thing that unleashes hellfire on all of the evil in the universe. I mean, no better premise for a show or game than that. So there we are. We are transforming into the Megazord, and we have 2 more levels left. Area 6, and now it takes on more of like a Street Fighter type of battling. So you're going to be fighting against the first main enemy here. Cool sunrise in the background. You get a sense, like, now you see the city in the back, so you get a sense of size here. Your main attack is your sword attack. Very jumping between chest level, jumping. You can attack the legs of the enemy. And as you wait, your power builds up on the bottom. So as you hit each one of those thresholds, you add an extra level of damage to your special attack. Now, I'm using a dash attack, which is double tapping forward and pressing the attack button. And if you do that well enough, oh, look at this. Slashed him right through. If you do that well enough, you can really get a nice chain together. But once you've taken out the boss's life, you'll automatically charge your power to full and then deliver the final slash to end the enemy. So a very quick Area 6, and now on to Rita's Moon Palace in Area 7, and we are facing the final boss of the game. So again, that dash attack is very helpful. This one's going to block a little bit more for you. But just I mean, you can go full send on this one. You don't have to, wait, block, do any defense. Just attack high, mid, low. Like, spam as much as you can. Let your power build up. As you can see, I've already got a pretty good level of power here. Closing the distance with that dash attack is my best technique for this. As long as you can do that, you'll avoid those projectiles, which I did a bad job of doing just there. But you don't want to let those things. Fire. So, all right, we're getting pretty close now. Oh, come on, boss life is very, very low. Come on, one more shot here. Give me one more. Good. Jumped over it and stabbed. Now you think it's over because the boss life is completely done. However, when you go for the finishing blow, they block it and retort and fully fill their lives again. So one more of these now that you have to deal with. You have to go through them twice in this battle. It's really not too bad, though. Continue the same techniques that you've had all the way through. Jumping over the projectiles when when they duck down there, and then closing the distance that you can with that dash strike if you can. All right, there you go. Dash strike is pretty good. We're about half life here. Come on, gotta stay frosty here. If you need to use your... Oh, man, this is not good. Come on. All right, I'm getting a little nervous here. I did use one of my specials there. Took a lot of my power down, but they're almost done. Come on, red life, one more shot. There it is. There it is. Their life is completely done. Let's charge it up. And that's it. The final attack. And we have done it. That is the entire slate of the 7 levels of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The Megazord is victorious, and Rita has fallen, and we've done it. So another game is cleared, and just like you would hope, they all go for a pleasure cruise down to the juice bar. That is just the way that any game needs to end. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Again, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We got new walkthroughs coming out every week. We are going to be ranking these games after we finish them, and I would love to have you along for the ride. Until next time, enjoy the end of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.